Kern, some fellow students and we did an interview with Helen Charlo. We did this for a Friday project at Tweegle River School. Helen Charlo used to be a language teacher at Tweegle River School. She used to teach Kootenai classes. She used to teach Kootenai classes at the SKC. She just finished some Kootenai classes out in Elmo, and this is our interview.
Got 3 brothers and my mother, and I got a daughter up there. I don't have your mom's and Flo's picture. And I got 3 daughters, and those are all dead. My brother was a cop in Polson. He got killed down here in Elmo. And yeah, there's my grandkids' pictures, that big one there.
There's a couple missing, isn't there?
Yeah, no, there's more than one, more than 2 missing. There's a lot more to be put on there.
It's hard to get all your grandkids together in one place.
No, I had them all together, and I had that taken in Polson.
When you're done.
And there's
I have the shots set up for
Sammy
when she's done talking.
and the twins.
Very slowly.
He's got them two pictures alongside of them. They're twins. That's Christopher and Francis.
How long have you lived in Elmo?
I don't want to say the years.
For a long time or what?
For a long
Say
time.
as long as you...
I'm 82 years old. I bet you'd never believe it. I'm 82. That's how long I've been living around Elmo.
Okay. How many grandkids and great-grandkids do you have? Isn't there 28 of us? Isn't that what we figured out?
Oh, there's more now.
No, that's what we figured out with all
Yeah,
those
at
young
that
ones.
time,
There's 28 of us. And you still want more?
Well, I don't know. I'm not the one that's telling them to.
Alright, see me popping any kids out? Good enough for me. Have you ever been in a boarding school?
Yes, I
How was
have.
it?
It was a terrible one.
Where did you go?
St. Ignatius with the sister school. Boy, they used to slap us around and everything else. You'd never believe that they'd do that, but they made more sins than we did. Couldn't even talk our language over there, and that's all everybody knew is their language. They never knew anything about English words. And they'd slap us around and get us with them big long rulers and them straps hanging on the side. We got it. Everything we got, we suffered going to school there until we learned English. It isn't only me, there's a lot of us.
Was that the only school you went to?
No, after I got done over there and I went to Kalispell, I stayed there 1 year. Them sisters were good over there. We had a boarding school, but I didn't go to the boarding school. But they were nice compared to what we went through. And then I went to Polson.
How was it in Polson?
Polson was okay where we was. It was all right. Everybody got along with each other there too. But now, like I hear now, nobody gets along with them.
Where's the furthest place you traveled?
Alaska.
Alaska. Was it fun?
It was a lot of fun. I met a lot of people down there, and they were all kind too.
What did you go up that way for?
Oh, we had to go over there. We went from the college, and then we went down there to meet some people down there, and they were all good people, nice people. They invited us into their homes instead of putting us in a place where we can be in the groups. They just separated us.
Cool.
And that was really cool. And we flew from one island in a little plane. We all crowded in there. flew. We went up and we all looked up and there was fog over here and then water down here. And we was flying in between. And that wasn't very high either. Just to go visit another Alaska Indians in another island. That's where they were.
Different
Huh?
from what we were?
They were nice. They were nice people. They even put up a program for us when we go someplace. They'll have a program ready for us. And then we seen at Ketchikan, a museum there. There was some totem poles. That's all they do is make totem poles down there. And on one of them totem poles, right on top, there was Abraham Lincoln with his little black hat. It was only about that short. And them totem poles are long, too. And he was on top.
Who's that guy?
Yeah, we seen a lot of things down there. And them whales coming out of the water. I thought I was going to get seasick, but it didn't bother me. Took us all day and all night, and that morning we got back. We was on a boat all the way.
That was when you guys got the video camera of those whales and
Mhm.
stuff. Huh? I remember watching
Yeah, well, I got a movie of that, taking pictures of it.
that. When did you guys do that movie? That picture?
Oh, I couldn't say. What was the name of it? I
That
forgot.
Windwalker, innit?
Yeah, something like that.
Son, I don't remember.
We
either.
had it taken across there down by Big Fork.
Yeah.
On the other side of Big Fork, there was a place there. That's where we was taking all that movie.
What do you think about the young generation, about our traditions? Do you think we hold it or no?
Well, I'll tell you, if you guys would all gather and do things the way you should, them, I'll tell you, them fancy dancing, I'll tell you the old-time ways they used to. It's just a tradition dance. There's no fancy dancing. There's no jingle dress. There's no... All these fancy dances, they never used to have any.
So it's just men's and women's traditional?
Mm-hmm.
Did Kootenai women dance?
Well, sure, they dance, not the war dance. No, they never used to dance in the war dance. Just the men folks does that. And then the owl dance and the round dance, so they're all combined in that.
Are women supposed to back up their drum groups when they sing? Sing background?
Well, sure, they used to do that. They used to sing, stand behind them and help them sing. But now I got so listening to them, and they didn't want any more women folks in the drumming.
Yep.
Nope,
That's
all
crazy. I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
The way I look at it, you gotta have women.
The drum.
You gotta have women's voice in the crowd. You can't just let it go.
Gotta have a woman, period.
Yeah,
My big, mine.
that's what I say. You just gotta do things. Some people goes and changes it, and I don't think that's fair. So,
Any more questions, guys?
It's throwing off the top of your head.
What's your husband doing?
and I'll show you what Byron made one day. That's when he first started.
What happened to his two feathers? They were sitting.
I don't know where his two feathers went. So I leave it right here. His drumstick.
Do you think our tribes are losing their language?
Yes, they are. They are losing their language. And Monday, I'm going to start in teaching down here again.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. After work, it'll be about from 6 to 7:30 on Monday and Wednesdays.
I am.
Well, she's already,
I'm the first one on the list.
she was on the list. They put her on over, and they put her on from the 2 Eagle. They said that she had to go take kootenai lessons. So I don't know how many I'll have, but I think I'll have a pretty good crew.
How long have you been teaching Kootenai language?
I can't really say. That's been
Long time?
a long time. I started teaching at college. Nitztahat is the little older boys. They call them Nitztahat. And that's Nuta. You, talking about you. How do you say rainbow?
Oh, it is me.
Mm-hmm. Ennisment. Say ennisment. Mm-hmm. He said it. Kinikiniku. Tsakaka. Tsakaka. Or you can say tsaka. Either way. That's some little red berries that grows in them kinnikinnick. You know what a kinnikinnick is?
Yeah. Tobacco.
Yeah, the Indian tobacco they use it to smoke. And that's tsakawok. And from that tsakawok, and they have that tsaka on there. They're little red berries that comes with it. And that's my Indian name is Tsakaka. Tsakaka. Uh-huh. Anybody know Ottawa? They come in cans and they come in...
Fruit.
No.
Corn. Commodities.
Vegetables. Apricot.
No, that's tomatoes. Well, it comes in commodities too. That's Ottawa. Uh-huh.
How do you say owl?
Guppy. That's guppy, uh-huh.
What do you think about teen pregnancies around here?
That I don't go for that.
But long time ago, I would have been married and had about 5 kids.
Yes.
already. If we still lived back in the day.
It wasn't that bad years ago. Now you're going to school and that happens, and that isn't. You should wait until you're 18 at least. I was 18 when I had my first child.
Really?
18 years old.
Who's that, Uncle Henry?
That's Jean.
Oh, Uncle Gene was all this?
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Henry.
Do you think teens these days spend enough time with their elders?
What?
The teens these days, do you think they spend enough time with their elders?
Oh, not quite. When they come back from school, I don't see them. They just come in, grab something here and there, and away they go.
I don't even come down here no more. They used to come down here all the time. I'm not even here no more.
No, they don't. They don't go around and visit them. At least they could come in or say hello and then go on maybe next door and say hello.
Yeah, at least I come in and say hi. Hey, what's up, girl?
Now, what
What do you
else?
think about this new year? Do you think we're gonna have a change in 2000, or you think it's about to be the same?
On what?
Do you think something's gonna happen? Like, I don't know, a storm, or
No, I
you think
think
it's just gonna be the same as we live?
it'll be the same. Yeah, it'll be the same. But I hope we have a little snow.
No, we'll have snow this year. It's been too
See, we've
cold.
been just without snow.
It's gonna be a rough winter, man. I can feel it in my bones.
I'll just stay in the house.
No more bingo for you.
No. Just stay home. There was one year we went to Easter, and there was snow.
Where?
Mission, we all used to go Easter to Mission, and at the procession they used to have there and everything. We went over there, and by the time I was ready to come back, there was no more snow. We had to borrow a little buggy to get home.
What do you think about Elmo? Has it changed, or?
Well, there's no change in Elmo with all the housings like this. There's no change.
We're getting paved roads.
Yeah.
We're getting street signs now. It's changing.
We never used to have speed limits, and cars never used to go that fast. Nowadays, and zoom by. They should have 15 miles an hour.
What do you think about our powwow? Is it still the same?
It's okay. Yeah, it's all right.
Did you play stick game this much this summer?
No, I haven't been playing stick
I know,
game.
neither did I. It's weird. Next year, though,
Only thing I don't like about these stick games they have now, they have them.
people are shooting people.
No, they're having them tournaments, and that ruins all the other stick
Ruins the
games.
fun, or what?
Yeah. See, they used to play stick games amongst themselves. Now they gotta wait till the tournament's over. Then they play stick game. Everybody's tired of it by that time.
Any stories you want to throw out at us?
Yeah,
Some crazy stories you used to do?
I've never was crazy.
Oh, come on.
That's supposed to be private.
We tell our stories. Yeah. Yesterday at that one conference, we was having fun. Laughing at it.
And then they used to have powwows all over, like Post Creek. They used to have a big powwow there, and Mission down the creek. Down the creek, they used to have good powwows all over.
Now we only got
No.
2 good ones.
There's only 2 places they have it now. They used to go from here to there and in places all summer. Now they don't even do that. So,
Tell us about your work. Tell us what you do at work.
at work, well, we do the same thing here, like you're doing now.
Thinking.
They take pictures of us, and we travel around to do our pictures. Travel here and there. Last month we went to Eureka, and we stayed overnight over there and took pictures of different places. And we had a person from the other side tell us stories, all that she knew around there. He's going to come out on movies, because we had it taken. Take pictures wherever we go.
How was that one trip when you guys went down to Lapway?
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Well, that was good. I liked it. It was just all elders were there.
Good.
And that place was packed from different reservations that got there. That was good. And we had a motel. Every evening we'd go back there. And then the last evening they told us we could go to bingo. Boy, everybody,
bingo?
yeah, they took us up there, and it was a great big casino place.
Really? Was it a nice one?
It's a real big one.
Really?
They had,
Where at? Lapway?
no, this was taken in Lewiston, right across the river from Lewiston. And on the side hill there, there's a great big casino there. That's an Indian casino. And that was
Was Adeline and
no, Adeline didn't go.
Adeline didn't go?
Oh, not that time.
Oh,
We had John Peter Paul and his wife and his daughter, and different.
I thought maybe Adeline and Molly were fighting around again.
No, Mother was with us though. I had her for a roommate. And that was real good. And then the next day we came back. We went through Lolo, and boy, that's a winding road. I didn't like it. And then coming back, we come back from Lewiston that morning, had our breakfast, and we all got in our bus, took off. We never stopped till we got to St. Regis. That's as far as...
Best place to stop. St. Regis.
So we stopped there from Lewiston to St. Regis.
It's a long ride.
Go with the kiss.
You're supposed to go like this.
No, go like this. That's what my little young one does, my little granddaughter.
Yeah, Makri.
Mhm.
All those from here on down, you guys need your Indian names.
And my Indian name is Ramesh Nikit Nana. My name is Caitlin Hillican, and I don't know the rest.
Okay, stand up so we can help you.
You're standing up.
Now you start learning your Indian name.
My name is Latisha Kavala, and my Indian name is Yuma Kimpaki. My name is Kiki Smith. My Indian name is Jason Husky. My name is Leela Pan. My Indian name is Oscar Rubis.
I couldn't hear.
My name is Leela Plant. My Indian name is Akit Nuhus Putty.
Next time.
Yes. Okay. And Ricky Nichols, and my Indian name is Kaklu Kintana.
Janice, and my Indian name is Kiwa Kumpatki.
My name is Benita Irvin, and my name is Benita Irvin, and my Indian name is Nukunana.
All right.
Derek.
Stand up.
Next one.
My name is Derek Shankar, and my name is...
Be quiet now.
I don't know how to say it. Huh? Look, Kunana, Nifsik.
Yaknuka. Yaknuka. Now you got it. Can you say that? Kankis Yaknuka.
Kankis.
Yaknuka.
Kanika.
Kankis Yaknuka.
Yeah.
My name is Kawan Kawa,
And my name is Ken. What is Ken? Ken. Nuku. Not Inkas, right?
Khan.
Khan. Kansu Nuku. Not
Kantuka Say that. Kantuka Nakayo.
Kantukwa nakyu. Now you gotta do Susie.
My name is Byron Tennis, and my Indian name is Nuk. Nukni.
My name is Chrissy Ewing, and my name is Kash Upir.
My name is Lydia Hiwanpan, and my name is Hunath Upir.
How do you say what chicken?
Say Jonah. And my Indian name is. Say my Indian name is.
Say my Indian name is Woodtick.
My name is Suzanne Tennis, and my Indian name is Calvin Smith, and I'm gonna cook pop.
Amy, you're always smiling, Becky.
Yeah, just a sec. I need a drink or something. My name is Adrian Yuankar. My name is Sukish Wak Wutish. Wak.
Yeah, don't use that hard K on that.
Okay. Okay. Sukish. Wak. Wutish.
There you go.
Now you're going to start telling me in Indian. What is elk? Elk. Say it in Indian. You got to start saying it in Indian. Elk. Isn't that Nitsnapko? Nitsnapko? Mm-hmm. What is, how do you say fish?
Dr. Jensen had this fire drill on April 29th of 1980. The same day that that provocative act happened, but he was educating the people in nuclear war survival skills. And he showed the people, and he put himself out into the light of the world. And they ridiculed him for this. But he sacrificed himself and his reputation and everything else to go out and tell the people how this is done. He tried to educate them. And it's interesting because it was right after that
Good afternoon, I'm Melvin Madplum and I'm standing in front of Two Eagle River in Pablo, Montana. We are concerned about the Native American names being used as mascots by national and local sports teams. We interviewed people from the community and schools on how they felt about the use of Native American mascots. On the Flathead Reservation, we have the Arlee Warriors, the Ronan Chiefs, and the Hut Springs Savages. We focused on the Hut Springs Savages because we found this mascot to be most degrading. We found generally people think the name should be changed, and we got a lot of mixed feelings from everybody. What is your opinion on the Savage logo? Do you think it should stay the same or change?
As a personal feeling, because I think the older you get, the less you like changes. And for myself, I'd hate to see it change. But that's like I say, for my personal. If it is very offensive, it seems to me that there should be a real mutual understanding of how it could be worked out. Maybe Savage, the name Savage, could remain, but a different meaning or
just a different mascot?
Well, yeah, maybe that would work too.
Have you ever experienced like hard feelings on the situation
No.
as it is? No, you haven't.
I haven't at all, because, well, I suppose I haven't been as closely connected to school and the school functions as I used to be. So I would have missed out on any current happenings.
Do you know how and when Hut Springs got the name Savage?
You know, I sure don't. It was here when we came in 1976.
So I imagine it must have been on there.
It must have been before that. Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add on to any of this?
No, you know, I sure don't. I just, I think because I don't know enough about it. And I'd probably be wise just to keep my mouth shut. But like I say, I'm old enough that I hate changes. Kind of like computers in the classroom. I just could not accept that. In fact, and of course they didn't force me to. Because I told them I've got just too much to teach in first grade. I don't have time for computers. Yeah. So that's changes bug me.
And my first question is, do you have any kids in this that attend school here?
Yep, I have a 16-year-old boy who's a sophomore.
What is your opinion on the Savage logo?
Okay, I'll try to be brief to help you out here.
Take your time, no matter.
Okay. I think there's probably well-intentioned people on both sides of the view, which is almost always the case when you got a controversy. And I think I think if there are people that are offended by not the picture of a Native American bust, but of the name Savage being put with it, in my opinion, then I don't see anything wrong with changing it. I had a friend who used to live up in Libby, Montana. He's back in Chicago now, whose name was Gary Gay. He had a bunch of kids. Gay used to mean happy and friendly, and it was a great name, but it came to mean something else. And his kids went through heck, so much heck, that he legally changed his name to Olson. Because the reality is sometimes things change in perceptions, and if that's the case here now, where Native American kids, or anyone, is offended by Savage being put with Native Americans, and I think it's fine to change it. Is that too long an answer?
No, that was perfect.
Okay.
That was just what I figured, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard any hard feelings or anything on the situation as it is?
Actually, no.
No.
Personally, I haven't, no. I've heard, but that doesn't mean that it's not there. Personally, I think if there was a picture of my face on the gymnasium floor and under it said hypocrite or liar, or, I'd be.
Yeah.
So I haven't heard the negatives, but I could really believe that there are.
Do you know when and how Hot Springs got the name Savages?
No.
No?
No. Can you tell me?
No, that's what we've been trying to figure out.
So I know they did change the logo to, they took the Indian head off the back and just put a spear on there, hoping to say, okay, well, this is just savages of any race or people, which there truly have been. My European ancestors used to drink blood wine out of human skulls. They were pretty savage. Every race has, been very brutal in their past, but I don't know.
How do you feel about the Hot Springs having an Indian as their mascot and the name Savages with that?
I feel that it's really racist against us, and that's very, I don't know, because for them living on the reservation too, they don't really feel or care what we feel about it. They never really asked us about it or anything.
Okay. What would you like to see the name changed to?
I don't know, it could be changed to anything, but I don't care, just not as Savages or anything to do with Indians.
Would you like to see the name Savage changed or just the logo?
Actually both, because I don't know. Yeah, both.
All right.
Thanks.
Okay, how do you feel about the Hot Springs having Savages as their name and the Indian as their mascot?
I feel it's racist and degrading towards Indian people, man. Besides, this is the 21st century right now. It should be changed and everything. This ain't the past.
What would you like to see the name changed to?
I don't know, just something that they probably like maybe Hot Springs Rebels or something, just something like that.
What do you think a savage is? What's your idea of a savage?
My idea of a savage is a dirty Indian, drunk, and then something mean, man. I know it's something mean. I just feel it's just racist and that. Savages are I can't say it on camera, but to me, I think savage is something dirty, mean, especially mean, man. Indians ain't mean. Indians are not mean. That's what I think.
How do you feel about Hot Springs having Savages as their name and an Indian as their mascot?
Prejudiced and stupid, because just stupid, and for just having a mascot like that and have their school like that. I'm stupid.
Okay, what would you like to see the name changed to?
Anything else except Savages. Says nothing that's not an Indian name or disrespectful or something.
How do you feel about the Hot Springs Savages having an Indian as their mascot?
Man, that just bores me out all the time. Thinking about their mascot ain't even for real. It's like some made up name that, it's not even real, man. It's just when they talk about Savages. Especially when they're losing, Savages ain't even good when they lose, man. If they're Savages, they at least should be some raged out people that should go out there and win and stuff, It's kind of boring.
What would you like to see the name changed to?
More they're like muskrats or raccoons or something, I like to see them, be some raccoons, hot spring raccoons or something. That'd be all right.
Well, the terms you just told me are savage is a term that the immigrants put on the natives of this country. Indian is a name that Columbus put on this country. If what we called ourselves was Ktinacha, that means the people. Savage is a name for a people without a society, without a culture, without a language. It's degrading. I think it's pretty bad that they still have it as their mascot's name, and I wish they would change it myself.
What would you like to see the name changed to?
Well, let's see, that area I would think maybe the homesteaders or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
How'd they feel if we were the two eagle white guys or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I think they should, you know, find a name, you know, that's not degrading to any people, you know.
Yeah.
You know, what's the matter, like Mustangs or, you know, something like that, you know, that's not degrading to anyone. I don't think any Mustangs would mind that. But when a whole society is mad about it, I think they should look into it and change stuff.
Or at least listen.
Yeah, you know. Same with Indians, you know. That's Columbus. Columbus was lost. He thought he was thought he found India, you know, so that's a misname in itself.
All right. Sitting here with Johnny Pepian, I'm about to ask him his opinions. How do you feel about Hot Springs having savages as their name and an Indian as their mascot?
Well, I kind of feel like they're racist by using the name Savages and using the Indian for the logo, because we remember it as a logo, we ain't savages.
Okay, what would you like to see the name changed to?
My own opinion, white trash. And put the principal for the logo. So that's the way all natives feel.
Do you have your lens cover off? Okay, just making sure.
Good. See, you're a director.
Do you think it's appropriate for Native Americans to be called savages?
If it's all right with them, it's all right with me. Are you familiar with the tomahawk chop?
Yeah, that's
same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Kind of.
Yeah. Well, if it has a good symbolic reason, then it's okay. If it's offensive, then it's not. So whatever's good, you know. Are you guys okay with it?
No, not. I don't really like it.
Yes and no.
No, I don't like the fact that they call Native Americans savages. Yeah.
It's out of here. Even if it's caused, if it's disrespectful in just one event, then that's enough to.
Do you find it offensive or anything?
No, not really.
That they got a Native American in the middle of on their floor gym and the word savage around it?
Well, if you're not a savage, why would you be offended?
And I don't know, be offended because they're using Native American as a savage when natives are not really savages.
Oh, I know a few that are. I mean, I know what you're talking about, yeah. No, not really, I don't. No, I don't have no.
You mind if we interview you?
I got an apartment I got to go to.
Okay,
Otherwise, I wouldn't have a problem.
I guess I've been reading different things about the different mascots, and I agree that they should be different. They shouldn't be using those. And I guess I think it's up to people that are affected. If it really bothers them, I think it should be discontinued immediately.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Well, what I know is that there are different schools here who have Native American mascots, and there are a lot of people who aren't real pleased with it. The Hot Springs Savages and making Indians look like savages, and every time an Indian's been called a savage, it's always been in a bad way and stuff, and so things like that. You know, I know when I was in high school in Oregon, my high school was the Cleveland Indians, and I actually worked and got our mascot changed, our mascot name changed.
Another reason I don't like it is because of the little kids that are in those schools.
schools such as Hot Springs or even Ronan or Arlee or other schools across America that have these images as mascots, even professional sports like Washington Redskins and Cleveland Indians and Atlanta Braves. I don't like that either because it's a negative image. But in schools, it affects little kids because in different ways. If you're a native kid in one of those classes, you you might get pushed back. Like you might not be able to express how you really feel because people look at you differently. They might actually think you're a savage, or they take that stereotype and automatically put it on you. So you might not speak up. You might feel, I don't know, there's a lot of psychological effects it can have on kids, and then can have effects on non-native kids too, of just having the wrong image of somebody.
Savage logo of the Hot Springs is a local issue that I think that should be dealt by the local communities first. That's where it can be brought to the attention of a more broad spectrum of the whole mascot situation. The mascot situation is not just local, state, it's national. But I think in order to become an asset, you'd have to start locally with that school and alumni. I know it's a very touchy subject for alumni because, I mean, even Native Americans were alumni and they were savages, and it'd be hard for them to take that away. But I think as far as the local Hot Springs is a savage, you'd have to start there with the surrounding community. Then I could go national too, because I got a lot of input on that. But I think locally, as far as if that question that you ask is start locally.
Do you know what state the national issue is in? Can you talk about that?
The state of the national issue right now is that of almost on halt. We have the interest of, since I can't remember the first time it was brought to the attention of the national level. But with the barriers, with the walls that it's come to see, it's almost, people are just, they're not concerned for it anymore. They don't, there's only a few good-hearted people left that really want to see it go farther. And, but as far as nationally, it's almost at a halt. It's still out there. The information hasn't changed. The feelings hasn't changed. The people's concern hasn't changed. It's just the number of people that are fighting for it. That's changing. And until we can get more younger people to realize that, hey, this is a major issue of our culture, of our tradition, of our indigenous right, you know, if they don't care, you might as well, you know, I mean, that's where we're coming to. We're coming to that wall of younger people not caring. And if they don't care, then what's the use? That's where we, I think, as even teenagers, were considered elders almost, if you look at it that way, because there's people under us. I mean, we all live to have kids. We all live to be grandparents. So why can't we start now? Why can't we inform the people a year younger than us what we know, a year ahead of them, with anything, and especially the mascot issue? It's a very touchy subject.
My name is Akinak Klusash Paski, old gray-haired woman. I'm a Kootenai member of this tribe, and I'm very honored to announce that I'm a part of the First Peoples group, Indigena. As far as the mascot thing over in Hot Springs, I can see both sides. I see both sides of it, but as an American Indian, as an indigenous person, as the first person here, I find the word savage as a term that's very racial. For over the years, Hollywood has depicted the Indian as a cartoon character, a mascot, something that is almost like make-believe, not there. There are no such thing as savages. Savages, that's not my people. My people aren't savages. We're children of the earth. We respect Mother Earth. We were the first people put here by the Creator. Everything, the water, the air, the earth, everything in that spiritual aspect we respect and we practice. I would really like to see the Savage team, the name just be changed. It's not right. It's demeaning on the behalf of my people. It's ignorant. It's very ignorant, and for people that can't see where we're coming from or understand, it's because of ignorance. And we're here to enlighten you, to try to make you understand why we find this term demeaning, and it hurts me as a person, and it's just, I find it really, really very disrespectful. That's all I have to say. If there's any questions, you can ask me.
Okay, I'm Melvin Madplume, and I'm here with Leroy Obenik, asking him what he thinks about the Savage logo in Hot Springs.
Well, I'm Leroy Obenik, of course. I'm a resident of Hot Springs, and for the past 45 years of my life, I've attended these sporting events up there, basketball, football, and I see my Indian people being portrayed as mascots. And nationwide, this portraying of a people is rapidly coming to an end. So I've been going around gathering support from people like the Kootenai elders, the Salish elders. I'm shortly going to the tribal council. I'm going to ask the Indian Warrior Society to kind of assist in replacing this logo, mascot, the very word savage. It never did, as far as I'm concerned, have a time or a place to be used in our school system up there at Hot Springs. We years ago should have chose a generic name like well, there's a lot of generic names. You do not have to use a group of people. It's just, it's been said that they're honoring us by portraying us in this manner. I don't see where they're honoring us. It just isn't an honor to be called savage, because in the dictionary the word savage comes out unmannerly, a member of a primitive society, and there's other definitions of a savage, and they're all unsavory. And they're all demeaning, degrading. Well, there's so many adjectives I could use. And sometimes I get at a loss for words when I'm thinking about this savage, this mascotting of my people, the Indian people. And I'm going to work tirelessly to bring it to an end. I don't even feel like attending their games when I go in their building and I see this drawings on the floor of their gymnasium. Granted, they made us, in their mind, look better, but they're still portraying a people as their icon, their mascot. It never had a time. It never had a place. So I'm not going to say that its time and its place has come and went, because as far as I'm concerned, it never did have a time or a place. I'd like to pass this mic on over to somebody else, because I think that there's a lot of others that are involved in removing this logo and mascot. And
on March 17th of '97, I sent a letter to the superintendent, and the board suggested that any change would need the support from the Native American community. And just recently, I've conducted a petition in Hot Springs. It was advertised in the Charcusta. I did submit flyers around the community, and I can go ahead and take what was printed out of the March 3rd issue of the Charcusta News. Petition support sought. The petition signing will be held at the Indian Senior Center here from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturday, March 4th. The purpose is to determine community support of this school's Savage logo and mascot. Petition signers must be at least 18 years of age and be eligible voters in the Hot Springs district. Now, keep in mind that it was the school board that had said if any change was to occur, it would need the support of the American Indians in the community. Well, I did have the petition available from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. There was several people that did stop by to just to kind of talk, and they asked, well, we don't want to support this. We would rather, sign a petition against it. But the bottom line here is that no one did show up to support it. So, it's one way to measure the support in the community, and there is none as far as showing up during a specific time and place to go ahead and voice their opinions or concerns. So now that this is done, I know that there's going to be a lot more work involved. I expect perhaps a little bit of backlash in the community from both members and non-members, but it's something that I think that is going to be worked out, and I'm hoping that the people in the Hot Springs community will consider taking a win-win situation. And what I mean by that is they could acknowledge that, this is offensive to American Indians, and not necessarily change the name, because they feel like they're being forced, but, rather to accept that it isn't sitting comfortably at all, not only in the Hot Springs community or the Flathead Reservation, but in a national scope. And it's not very often a school has an opportunity to change its name, and I just think that, it'd be the best way for the school and the community to take a new approach, you know, take a different name, and so it will include everybody, you know, to participate without, I guess, trying to demean any race.
This issue continues, and we will follow it as it progresses. Thank you for watching Eagle's Eye. How was that? Was that good?